moving on, Apple. This is something I wanted to show to you guys because it kind of references some of the stuff we've seen over the previous charts. And I'm also still haven't seen a pair of these in person yet, but I know a lot of them have been returned. If you see it, this is the setup I was talking about. A channel walk with a channel walker hugging it and then a rotation out. Now, this one hasn't super fallen down to infinity or down to zero, but the point is it rotated out of the colors. So this is what I'm watching on the S&P. Maybe the S&P does this for a freaking year or whatever. I doubt it. Maybe it does it into elections. Maybe that's plausible. Whatever. My point is this is a screenshot of the exact setup we're watching live right now. We've got like that much data, right? We're right there on some of those charts that I showed you, Nvidia and S&P, right? So now with like talking about like whale theory, rainbow theory, right now I know the structure has changed. I'm cognizant of in the moment the structure has changed. Now I don't know what's going to happen next, but what I do know is this is off the table for now. And that this is likely some type of chop, reaccumulation, or its distribution. And if it's distribution, hell, it's probably going to come down like 50-60% on a typical stock chart or crypto chart. Pick your poison. Now, the S&P is not going to do like a 60% down draw. Knock on wood, because that would be a bad day. But that's kind of what I'm watching for. I'm giving you guys kind of like the insight. Nvidia and the S&P are like right here. Now we have to see and play what happens next. And maybe you're a really badass scalper. You're going to get your volatility. So do your damage, do your work. Just be really careful, because when you've done a channel walk for so long, there's a lot of altitude below you to fall. Because you want to go recheck some of these old support resistance levels? Sure, but it's going to hurt. It's going to be way down. And, fortunately for Apple, they've only drawn down like 15-16%, which is really not a lot. Be like 30% to tag these bands. But either way, not a big fan of Apple. Just is what it is. But this is a perfect channel walker chart to talk about.